video training module on leveraging interns for your consulting business. While running consulting firms, I found it very helpful to work with interns. A few times we've worked with an intern and hired them on to our own team. A few times we've hired an intern and were able to connect them with a client of ours, and then the client hired them and gave them a very nice full-time paid position. So while listening to these tips, please don't think about interns as people to take advantage of because they're desperate for experience. They can be very valuable assets to your company, and if you have a well-formed internship program, it can take very little of your time and little hands-on management and produce a lot of value for you and your team. And the trick to doing this is really making the processes they follow, the application to do the internship, the training to get started in the internship, all automated and systematic, have a video that trains them, have a checklist they follow, have a process that they really follow, and that way you'll get higher quality work out of them without having to train them one by one if you have multiple interns working for you or new interns every year. Set the system up so that it's in place for your business and you're not wasting your time doing this instead of offering consulting services. Here's some tips on leveraging the power of using interns. The number one tip is having them do competitive analysis. It really doesn't take anything more than a college degree to have somebody look at the 20 competitors in your industry and analyze them. You could provide them the links to 10 competitors you want them to analyze for sure. They could do the research and find 10 more competitors that offer similar products and services. They could then go through their websites, figure out what common benefits they have, figure out what products and service lines they offer, how long they've been in business, how many employees they have, what types of clients they're working with, what types of new products and services those consulting firms are coming out with, if they have any reoccurring revenue type services. These are all really valuable things that an intern could record in a spreadsheet or Word document and report to you. It might take, you might have them do 2 or 3 hours of intense research on each of these competitors once a year. And that is the type of knowledge that most people in your industry won't have. Most consulting firms are too busy implementing, too busy trying to get their marketing under control, too busy launching a new service product line to really get a feel for the market from a high level, see where all the players are at, how they're differentiating, and then how, in that whole environment, how you can differentiate your own consulting firm. It's such high leverage knowledge and so easy to train somebody to get for you that it'd be silly not to at least consider using an intern at some point to grow your consulting firm. Another tip is to have them help with marketing. They can build spreadsheets of potential clients and have their contact details filled out there. That way you can call them, email them, send them a postcard, send them a PDF or a folder about your consulting practice. Really easy for them to both do that research and execute the marketing. You could have an email template that they send out on your behalf. You could have a folder that they've put together and done the research and gotten valuable white papers that you've approved and send out the folders of potential clients. You can really automate many of these things so that 1 or 2 interns are doing 3 or 4 things for you. Another marketing related task that interns could do is updating your CRM system. You might pass them a note and say update this in the CRM. They might take your lead list and upload it into a CRM system, a list of conference attendees, put that in your CRM system. Those are all really valuable activities. Another thing that I've used interns for before within a consulting firm environment is helping with new product and service research and implementation. If you are putting together a new product or service line, figure out how to competitively name it, figure out how to position it, figure out what benefits should be stressed. You probably know a lot of those yourself, but if they can do some competitive research for you and provide some tips and insights, maybe their research will only affect 1 or 2 things on that page, but if the intern is free or at $10, $15, $16 an hour or something less, those 1 or 2 things could be worth a lot of money and be worth their time and their help in looking over your marketing and looking over your new product plans and services and help you further refine them. Another tip that's really useful for any consulting firm is that lots of people who are straight out of college, and especially if you look for this in an intern, had English minors, had to write a lot of essays, have written a ton of papers, they have to stand up to academic standards, especially if they went to a well-known, challenging school, and they're good writers. It might be better writers than you are, it might be better editors than you are, and even if they're slightly worse, it's another set of eyes. You can turn on track changes in a Word document and have them go through and fix any grammar mistakes, make things a little bit more concise, and fix any obvious errors they see, and it's going to raise the quality of your presentation of your RFPs, your website, your marketing materials, your white papers, your articles, your books. It's really invaluable to have this type of a resource on your team, always improving the quality of what you're doing. Some of it will be a direct benefit of your stuff looking very professional and a little more refined, but the other benefit is kind of indirect in that you avoid those big mistakes. You avoid a client going into your website and leaving because there's a spelling mistake. So an intern can really help in that way as well. So I hope you see that there's lots of practical ways you can use interns to improve your consulting business. We talked about competitive analysis, marketing, CRM systems, launching new products and services, and also editing and writing. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's businesstraining.com, where you can earn master's level qualifications to help you make more money.